Today we'll be discussing which programming languages you should learn first. So basically this is my list. So as a software developer, I think you will get something out of this video. So basically this video is not for only for beginners, but also for advanced software developers who have been in this field. I think they will get something as well. So I will advise that you watch this video up until the end. Some people they say programming language is difficult. Actually, programming language is not difficult. The only thing for you to know programming languages, it just need to be your passion. If you are passionate about programming languages, definitely it won't be difficult for you. But if you are not, then you'll find it difficult. You just need to give it a time, then you will get the pattern. Because all the programming languages, they almost use a similar pattern. Almost all of them. You master one, then it will be easier for you to move to another one and master it as well. So yeah, and you know, IT is always evolving. So when you're in this field, you really need a passion for IT. Although I'm not there. Today we'll be discussing which programming languages you should learn first. So we know that we have a lot of programming languages that have been developed. So as someone who is a beginner, you find it difficult which programming languages you should start first. And I, as a experienced software developer, I'm here to guide you, as I've said. And again, if you are experienced, I will recommend you to watch this video up until the end. I believe that you will get something as well. So when it comes to programming, you should know what you want to do, what do you want to use programming. I think each and every programming languages is good at something. So it's kind of like you should know your field where actually you want to use it, where is where your passion lies more, so that you can follow that specific programming languages. Some people they say learn one programming languages and master it, then things will be easier for you, so that during the job interview you won't struggle a lot. I also with them. So I will advise that you learn one programming language and then you master it. But I can also advise that you also learn other programming languages just to understand how they work and how they are structured. Just in case, because as a software developer it's very rare to stick with one programming languages because technology is ever changing. So I will recommend you that you master one and then you learn other programming languages as well. So let's go through our topic for today. Like I said, what do you want to be as a software developer? It's up to you. What do you want to be as a software developer? Do you want to find a software development job, or you want to use it as a freelancer? So here there are two options. So you need to come up with a conclusion for yourself. It's either you are looking for a job or a freelancer. But today I will give you a guidelines regarding these two options. So the first one will be looking if you are looking to find a software development job. Let's discuss this one first. Find software development job. You don't know which programming language to start with. Still, there are two people who fall under this category. Others, they are without degree or diploma in IT. Others, they are with degree and diploma in IT. But still, they don't know which programming languages to start with and stick with it. It also comes back to what do you want to do with it. So firstly, I will advise those without a degree or a diploma in IT. So for those without a degree or diploma in IT, again, you really need to know what you want to do with it. From my experience, many of them, if they want to find a software development job, is mostly related to web application or mobile application. So if you don't have degree or diploma, I think it will be much more easier for you to go with a JavaScript, because the reason why I'm saying you should start with JavaScript is because JavaScript, you can use it for front end and back end as well. So it's kind of like you beat two birds with one stone. So in this case, the development curve is not, learning programming is not going to be that steep, because you're going to use one language for the front end and the back end. So in future, I will create a video just to explain what is the difference between the front end and the back end for those who don't know. Let's continue. So the reason why I'm recommending JavaScript if you want to find a job, software development job for web application or mobile application is because, of course, like I said, with JavaScript, you can either use, for front end, you can either use React or Angular or Vue. And the same programming languages, JavaScript, you can develop a backend application, in this case, an API, which you will be using an Express.js, which is a backend Node.js framework used to set up a Node.js based server. So you can see you can beat two birds with one stone. Use JavaScript for front end, and you also use JavaScript for back end. So I'll highly recommend that if you want to do web application or mobile application, you should learn JavaScript. The learning curve is much easier, and JavaScript jobs are in demand. So since I said you can develop web application and mobile application with JavaScript, of course, web application is obvious because we know that JavaScript, it has been there for web application, handling some movement on the website. And then for mobile application, if you want to learn one of the JavaScript framework, which is a React, you can use React Native to build a mobile application that run on iOS and Android. And you can also, if you are not that interested in React, you can choose Angular as well. And then with Angular, if you want to develop mobile application for Android and iOS, you can use Ionic to develop that. So since I'm advising regarding the JavaScript here, these are the options. So that's the advantage of learning JavaScript. So that is why I'm advising for, this is my advice for those who are without degree or a diploma, because they just learn one language and they can do web application and mobile application with the same very language, which is JavaScript. And job demand is very high as well. So that's the main advantage for JavaScript. And for those, now let me come to those who want to find a job and they do have a degree or a diploma in IT. So it also comes to the question, what do you want to do? What do you want to do? Which programming languages? Well, actually, what do you want to do? If you want to do web app and mobile application, and the advice is the same as those without a degree and a diploma in IT. Exactly the same advice. So I will recommend that you learn JavaScript, which will give you an advantage to develop web app and mobile app because you don't need to learn many programming languages. So in addition, for those with degree and diploma, for them is the advantage is very high when come to finding other jobs that are not specific to web development or mobile development because they can learn other programming languages such as Java and Python. Because if you are applying to a company, usually they look for people with a certain qualification. And if they advertise a Java programming work, then it means you are more likely to be picked because of you have a knowledge in IT or you studied IT or you have a certificate, you have a certification in IT. And also, for example, if you want to learn, you have an advantage of learning Java and Python and other programming languages. Reason being, you you know the background of IT, so you can choose between Java and Python. But before choosing between Java and Python, you should know what you want. So if you want to do things related with machine learning, AI, robotics, data analyst, then you should go with Python. But if you want to do something like that is server intensive, you want to develop enterprise application, then you should go with Java because Java is a robust, object-oriented, and secure language. So it's very secure to handle those intense application where there's a lot of data um, traveling from one application to another. Like Java is very strong when it comes to database and server side. So definitely you should go with Java if you want to follow this path. But if you're interested in machine learning, then Python is for you. So this is my advice for those who are looking to find a software development job. And before I forget, let me go back to those without a degree or a diploma. I will highly recommend that if you want to find a job, firstly, just get a certificate. You can just write a certificate using one of the like online. For example, you can just get a certification in JavaScript so that you because when you need to apply for a job, firstly they will check if this person has been exposed to a certain language first. I mean, if this person is having a knowledge or he's having something. So I will recommend that you start learning a JavaScript and then you write a certificate for that JavaScript. Once you get a certificate, just develop a certain website and then start applying for learnership and then internship. Once you get a learnership or internship, then you have an opportunity for you to apply um, a job to the bigger companies because Now you have an experience, and you also have a knowledge as well. So the pattern is, just to repeat, for those without a degree or diploma, I will recommend that firstly you learn JavaScript, you get certified in JavaScript, you look for learnership and internship. Once you got one, you got an experience, then you'll be able to apply a job to the bigger companies. For those with a degree or a diploma in IT, for them is much easier because they can just apply the learnership or internship right away, and but they can still follow the same pattern that I just advised regarding web app and mobile app. And also, if they want to go with Java for enterprise application, or machine learning, robotics, AI for with Python. Java, it can still do machine learning and AI, but it's not that good compared to Python. So let me move on. So second part is for those who are not looking for a job, they want to work for themselves. The same thing, if you are without diploma or degree, is the same advice. I still recommend you to learn JavaScript because you will use it for front end and back end as well. But here you don't need to get a certificate and apply for internship since you are not looking for a job. But I'm just advising that the learning curve is much more easier if you want to be a freelancer for web app, if you want to, basically, just to put it straightforward, if you want to develop web application for people, or if you want to develop mobile application for companies or people, then you I will recommend that you go with JavaScript, since it's an advantage because you don't need to learn different languages for backend and front end. Clear. For those with a diploma or a degree, the same advice if they want to develop for companies, if they want to develop web app or mobile app for companies or other people, the same route. I will recommend you to learn JavaScript. For you, those who have diploma and degree, they have a bit of an advantage because they got background IT knowledge. For them, they can explore languages such as C Sharp, Java, and Python just to develop something rich that they can sell to the companies. Come up with an innovative idea. There are a lot of fields. Robotics there, you can develop something in robotics, and machine learning is there. You can develop something in machine learning. Nowadays, there are a lot of new AI software that are rising, like that are evolving, such as ChatGPT. So you can develop something like that since you have a background in IT. So basically, this is my list that I wanted to share with you. And yeah, just to wrap up, if you have if you are without diploma or degree in IT, I will recommend you to learn JavaScript because you don't need to learn two languages. You can use JavaScript for front end and back end as well. If you want to go with, if you want to develop web application or mobile application or both. Those with a degree or diploma, the same route if they wanna develop web app or mobile app. In addition to them, it will be much easier for them to learn other programming languages such as Python and Java. Python for machine learning, AI, robotics, and Java for enterprise application where you need to develop APIs and so on, where there's in terms of data transfer and security is the main concern there. Even Python is good in security, but Java is on another level. So this is my advice. So if you enjoyed and got something out of this video, so yeah, please subscribe and like so that other people can get this video and get something out of it. So thank you for watching up to this far. Until next time.